Access Surf Hawaii is a nonprofit organization. It basically started 5 years ago. It started out of myself and a few others that are therapists that had the desire to want to have an organization that provided adapted services for people with disabilities in the ocean. Currently there wasn't anything available through city and county or through other programs, so we wanted to create a program that families with disabilities could come to for free, get in the water, access the ocean, and have a day at the beach. Day at the beach for Access Surf basically starts for volunteering at about 5 a.m., waking up, getting ready to get out here by 7 a.m. to start unloading the trucks, start unloading the tents, unloading the equipment, getting the boards set up, setting up the wheelchair access pads and mats, and then creating the environment. So that at 9 o'clock when the participants come want to participate in Day at the Beach, they're coming out to want to do adapted surfing, adapted swimming, adapted flotation, and also just to meet other ohana and to mingle from other parts of the island. So they're coming out at 9 o'clock till about 1, and they're doing all these activities, interacting, having a great time. The volunteers then go from setting up to actually implementing the activities, such as, again, the swimming, the surfing, water safety, wheelchair transfers, and even checking out the lifeguard or life jackets, rash guards, booties, and so forth. Then towards the end of the day, about 12 to 1, we start slowly shutting down. We start tearing down all the equipment for volunteer-wise. We start washing all the equipment off, loading it back in the trucks, and getting it ready to store for the next Day at the Beach event. As I said before, Access Surf is a nonprofit organization that strictly relies upon gifts and charitable contributions to run its programs. I currently am the only full-time paid staff member for Access Surf Hawaii, and the rest is run by 60 to 75 volunteers that each month come out and dedicate themselves to it. I help with obviously the program development, with the program implementation, but I also have to oversee the grant writing and asking for donations and continually working with organizations to let them know our costs, let them know our needs, and let them know that if they can contribute either in equipment or in tax-deductible charitable contributions, that money can be designated for equipment, can be designated for that, and it will, knowing that we have to report to them as well as the government, the nonprofit status, that their money will go to the designated area. And that's basically how we run, is that I have to go seek the funding out so we can keep things going and keep things rolling. The organization is expanding now to where we're having some full-time programs providing adapted surfing around the island at 3 different locations. We're looking at Kapolei right now at the Disney resorts. We're looking in town in the Waikiki area with the hotels, as well as on the North Shore out at Turtle Bay. So we're working with those hotels to provide adapted surfing throughout the week for their guests as well as for locals within the community that would like to come out and have one-on-one instruction for adapted surfing on a regular basis. And still have our free programs, but provide more specific one-on-one instruction for groups as well as for individuals. And as the long run, the next 5-year plan, we plan to take Access Surf throughout the islands and also to establish programs like this around, as well as introduce adapted surfing to the Surfing Federation of ISA, the International Surfing Association. To include them in mainstream, adapted surfing is recognized as a sport that people with disabilities can participate. Because right now, they don't have the protocol, so we're writing the protocol for them to do that.
Honestly, I think it's a really good cause because you get the kids out, you know, from being in their shell at home and, you know, not being able to go to the beach where Access Surf has access for the disability, the people, disabled people that have, they have the beach mat that you can roll down to, and the volunteers, the instructors. So I feel that it's a really good thing that it's a really good cause, I may say.
Absolutely. I mean, water is a healing metaphor, and a healing, not metaphor, but a healing agent, I guess. People come to the ocean, just like when you go camping, you get outside, you get the mixture of the ocean of positive and negative ions mixing with the sun and the water, producing that negative ion effect, which makes people happy. It actually has an effect on the consciousness and the self-consciousness. So, yes, I think it's an incredible healing agent. Just getting into the water, dipping in, cleansing off. I mean, you seem to let go of everything that you brought here once you jump in the water a lot of times. And that's what we hear from a lot of the participants too, so it's good.
People take life for granted, and today I don't take life for granted, because I'm like fortunate that I do have arms and legs, and I can give back. So it's just a great thing that they do over here in Access Surf. Yeah.